my God, hi. What's up? What's up, guys? How you doing? Happy Wednesday? Wait, what's today? Is it Wednesday or Thursday? It's Thursday, it's Thursday, it's Thursday. I had to think about that for a second. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I don't know how I have a calendar over there, and I just like a dry erase calendar, and I did not update it, so it says film on Wednesday. So I should probably update that. Tired, dude. I feel you. I feel you. I tried the new Makeup Forever foundation. I have not. Which one is this? I can't keep up with all these new launches, you guys. Makeup Forever hasn't sent me PR in a really long time, which is kind of depressing because they're one of. I used to love them. Although I have to say, their foundations, like their undertones, are always wrong. They're always wrong. Like the only time I was able to use a Makeup Forever foundation successfully was when I self-tanned, which I haven't done in like since I dyed my hair platinum. Oh, go to bed, go to bed. You can come back to this later. In the morning, I'll leave it up. The Balancing and Perfecting Foundation. Interesting. Okay, maybe I heard about it, but yeah, I don't know. I love Makeup Forever as a brand, but yeah, their like complexion product tones have always been just wrong for me. When I think about like brands that just like have not gotten undertones right, Makeup Forever is like high on the list, which is depressing. Super depressing. Hi, Glasgow. Yeah, all week I've been feeling that way. Like I have no idea what day. Like what day is it? I have no idea. I am, what the fuck am I doing? Oh yeah, NARS. NARS is another one. Their color, it's either yellow or orange. Anything like close to my skin tone, it's yellow or orange, you know? Have I watched Spider-Man Brand New Day? Oh, I did see the Odyssey. I did see the Odyssey. I talked about that in my last live stream that we were going to see the Odyssey. Hello. Yeah, NARS undertones are crazy. Hi, Berlin. House Labs. House Labs I like so far. I mean, 030 is like very close. I just sneeze. Hold on. It was like not gonna happen, then it happened. Yeah, House Lab 030 Warm, I think is what it's called now. Fair Warm is like really good. It's like maybe half a shade light or like a quarter of a shade light for me. Thank you very much. But like around my skin, because obviously like around my skin tone is where where it's really hard when the paler you get, people think pink, yellow, orange, and that's it. You know what I mean? This one from House Labs is definitely more like on the yellow side, but it works for me. Sherry, are you an olive? Are you olive? If that's the case, you might be a cooler olive or a more desaturated olive. Because like a more saturated olive and a warmer olive can get away with those like yellow tones, because those yellow tones just show up more so in the face. Yeah, so like I feel the most, I would say, for desaturated and cool toned olives, because like in general, throughout the spectrum, basically, like whether you're pale, medium, tan, like as like basically like in the spectrum, it's so hard to find a foundation that actually works for you. Like I feel like you are forced to color correct, you know? What do I think about all people talking about IMAXing? It's just, I mean, it's, you know, it's not like everything else. It's just like it's a new way of talking about doing eye makeup. It's literally just like marketing. It's like a new marketing for, I'm glad that people are like embracing like more eye makeup. But like the idea of like brown eye maxing is just like makeup for our brown eyes. You know what I mean? Do you know any good nude, almost concealer shade lippies for light skin? I feel like brands just don't carry them at all, or carry them anymore. Yeah, they don't really. In terms of lipstick, like a full, like all over color, not really. I just picked up one from MAC that's not bad, but it's a little like dead. This one is Acting Natural, 624. And I got it, it's like, it's actually quite nice, like in a cool toned sort of nude. I was worried that it was going to be too yellowy, you know, because I feel like a lot of the paler tones are very yellow, but this is actually quite nice. And I got it specifically to lighten the center of my lipsticks, because there are so many lipsticks that are just like too dark for really pale skin tones. So I wanted this for like a pop in the center, and most of them are either they're too pink or they're just too yellow. So once again, this is Acting Natural Maximal Matte Lipstick from MAC Cosmetics. Really good. I don't know if you guys can even see the sticker. If I trying to like put it somewhere, yeah, right there. Screenshot that and then flip it around so you can actually read it. But it's a good one. It's a nice shade, right? Yeah, I just picked this up from Sephora. I have to say it's very nice that MAC is at Sephora now, because I used to never purchase MAC. Because I feel like I buy all my makeup at Sephora, you know? Who gave me these gorgeous green hazel eyes? Probably my parents. You know, I was actually thinking about my eyes the other day, because so I was seeing people talk about like heterochromia. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And like, I was looking at my eyes, and like the vast majority of them, the vast majority of my eyes, of each of my like irises, are completely green. And then in the center, I always thought it was like a brown, but it's not. It's actually more of a hazel. Like it's like a true hazel around my pupil. And then I was seeing people talk about this on social media, where they were like, do you say your eyes are brown? Do you say your eyes are hazel? Do you say your eyes are green? And I've always just said my eyes are green, because they're like mostly green. And I think I'm gonna stay with that. I'm gonna stay with that. And that conversation on social media made me, it validated me in that. That's basically it. That's all I have to say about that. Where did I purchase? Oh, my earrings were actually a gift from my boyfriend's mom. Gave them to me. I believe they were created by a Polish artist who does like jewelry art, essentially. Yeah, aren't they cool? They're these little like cameras with these like inset or beveled pearls. They're really beautiful. But I don't remember the name of the artist. I don't know, so I couldn't tell you where you'd be able to get them. But you might be able to find them if you look up like Polish jewelry artist. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Intimidated by the price of duochrome and multichromes. Ooh, Odin's Eye is a brand that has some really beautiful ones, and they are like an indie brand, and they don't come with like the Danessa Myricks price tag. Gorgeous mattes, gorgeous chromes, gorgeous duochromes, incredible formulas. Like there's rich pigment, you know. Some videos thought you were, well, I used to wear contacts when I was blind, but then I got laser eye surgery, and now I don't have to do that anymore, thankfully. I'm going to do my base makeup. I'm procrastinating right now. I felt like chatting. I'm not going to be doing like any crazy makeup, because I'm planning on filming some videos. I'm going to film that. I asked you guys in my last live if you wanted to see me do, I forgot her name, Audrey Hepburn's eye makeup, but not just her eye makeup, but like how to create the effect of her eyes for your eye shape. And everybody was basically like, yes, do it. So that's what I'm going to film today. And then I might film something else, but I just wanted to like hang out with you guys while I did my base makeup. You're mentally struggling? I'm sorry. I've been feeling that a little bit too in the last like week or so, you know? Just know that like it happens. It's gonna happen in the future. There is no like, you're never gonna reach this place where you're just like perfect all the time. It just doesn't happen. So like give yourself a little bit of grace, you know? Could I repeat the name? The name of what? Today's skin prep. So I did kind of a lot because I've been going through it, which I also said in my last live. My skin's been going through it. I'm adjusting things. And every time I do that, I end up, yeah, you know what? Consistency is a problem for me. It's a problem for me. But I finally reached a routine that I'm going to be consistent with. Anyway, my skin prep this morning was a lot. I actually got to meet Shireen Idris, which was amazing. She was like, what a dream. She was so fabulous. And what's so funny is that right before I got invited, like kind of last minute to this event that she was doing in LA. And like 3 days before that, I was watching her on this podcast talk about like pigmentation and like the Major Fade line and everything from her brand. And I bought the moisturizer and the Hyperfade serum because I've always struggled with hyperpigmentation when it comes to breakouts. And I was like, yeah, I really just need to like start tackling that. And it was just so funny because like 3 days later, I got an invite to meet her and had like the most amazing opportunity. They like had this little event at like a facial / massage place here in LA. And I had the most relaxing facial of my entire life. It was like a lymphatic thing. So anyway, long story, that just happened. I wanted to talk about that a little bit more at some point though, because like she is so fabulous. Like, yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that. But, so my skincare routine this morning to prep, I've been repairing my skin barrier. And I also saw an esthetician like last week, or was it? Yeah, it was over the weekend. It was on Saturday, I think, which I also talked about in my live. Like I mentioned that last time I was live. So this morning, what I did was I went in with the deep puffer all over my face, just like, because I did not sleep well. And then she launched recently the Deep Puffer Mini, like this mini Deep Puffer, which was approved for safe use around the eyes. So like obviously you can use it on your face. It's a mini if you want to just like pack something smaller, but like it's really good for around your eyes. So then I used this one around my eyes, which was really, really nice. And I'm like new-ish to the Deep Puffer because I never like considered myself really to be like someone who gets super puffy, but when I don't eat well, my face gets puffy. Like it really does. And she was saying that like I get really puffy when I cry. Like if I cry, the next morning my eyes are like sealed shut. She said that she uses this for like around her eyes if she cries because she says she gets puffy around her eyes too. So I went in with that. And then I did a Beauty of Chosun sheet mask. And then I just rinsed all of that because it's just like a little too much for makeup prep. And then I just went in with the Major Fade serum. I did 1, 2, 3 on my face. And then I used the Major Fade moisturizer. So I'm going to stick to those as my daytime things and try to just be consistent with them. And after having my appointment with my esthetician, I kind of got a little bit of confirmation about like just reducing and minimizing some things. I talked to her a little bit about like how I just have never really been able to figure out how to fit exfoliation into my routine with tretinoin and stuff. So I have a plan. I've like written it out in my Google Calendar. So I'm going to stick to that. And I'm going to go back to Tret 0.25. Wait, 0.025. 3 nights a week. And then for my exfoliation, I'm using a mandelic acid cleanser. And then I'm going to focus on using what's it called? Major Fade system or whatever. And I'm going to keep it very, very simple. That's my plan right now. Okay. So I've been like thinking just constantly about my skin. I know obviously right now I have a glow going, but I do have quite a bit of like congestion happening. So like tonight I'm going to use the mandelic acid cleanser. I took a break for a little while to let everything just kind of reset, you know? Yeah, and then I'm really, 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 really going to do my absolute best to use the tiniest amount of tretinoin, because every time I use tretinoin, I end up using too much. Like I always, it gradually just becomes more and more every single time, you know? Cleanser wise, the mandelic acid cleanser, I think is from a brand called Idyllic. I think it was like called the Idyllic cleanser. It's 3% mandelic acid. I just bought it. I haven't used it yet, so I can't speak to it. But I do know that it's obviously way more gentle than like most exfoliants. And then also my skin has really liked the lactic acid and mandelic acid toner or whatever from Paula's Choice. But yeah, I kind of want to I'm just pulling everything back, because I think I've been for just many years going full force and attacking my skin barrier. And it's like each time I kind of pull back, things get like a little bit better, you know? Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Your dermatologist always gives you antibiotics, but never tretinoin. What do you mean, like clindamycin? The thing that I'm learning is definitely that like tretinoin is not necessary for everybody. I haven't used adapalene. I think I bought it once. My problem is that like once I switch to something, my skin freaks out at first, and then I freak out, and then I don't want to continue. You know what I mean? So and I have a prescription for tretinoin, and I really want to just like, my skin reacted to it really, really well when I first used it. So I think it's mostly me using too much tretinoin, and then also just like loading on exfoliation, too much exfoliation. So we'll see. I'm gonna pull back. We'll see. Yeah, that's interesting, because I did go to a dermatologist. Like I think I've been on, I was on prescription antibiotics for my skin for like a few weeks, and they were basically like, it'll help like get rid of the, not fungal acne. What was it? I don't know. Like maybe it was like that kind of thing. And, but she specifically said this is not the kind of thing that you want to be on long term. So if I were you, I would find a different dermatologist. Shop around a little bit. Through this adjustment to tretinoin, sometimes I question whether it's not. Yeah, it's just, I just know my hormones are all over the place. That's the thing, is like, I do feel like I feel like I have an emotional attachment to the tretinoin, and I want to like stick to it. But if these adjustments don't work and I'm still in a place where like my skin is irritated, then I think I'm just going to go down to like a retinaldehyde that's like lesser. I'm just going to continue to like slowly decrease. Yeah, but I'm really hoping that this new like routine just works for me. Before pregnancy, your skin was loving tret. It's so fucking rude that women have to go through so many changes constantly. Like, it's just so fucking rude. And then when I was at the event, I was chatting with Shireen and this other woman whose name I don't remember. And they're both moms. So they were talking about like when they had their kids, they just like their hair was falling out and all this shit. I'm just like, it's like you can't fucking win. Like you can't win. There's no like moment where it's just like chill. You know what I mean? It's like you go through like acne and all this crazy shit, and then like fucking, I don't know, like just so like hair loss, and like then all of a sudden like you go from being really, really oily to all of a sudden your skin's like completely dry. Like it's rude. It's rude. And that's one of the things that I think I'm coming to terms with. It's been a theory in the back of my mind for a while that my skin over time, as I've gotten older, is definitely, like, obviously we know that like the older you get, like your skin starts to lose more of its hydration. I was always an oily person. And so I think I'm like thinking of my skin as like in my early 20s when I was oily and really like acne prone. And so I'm still like treating my skin that way. But I think that is not necessarily the case. And I think what ended up happening is that like I attacked it with too many of these things for acne. And as a result, it compromised my skin barrier, which led to breakouts. Because I've had like this thing right here was this like huge thing that was like growing, this like huge breakout that was growing. And then I finally was like, I'm gonna just literally use La Roche-Posay, what's it called? The Cicaplast balm for like 4 days, nights in a row. And I did it and then it went away. And I was like, okay, this is like the confirmation that like, we need hydration. We need hydration. So I think I have to stop thinking of my skin as like, I'm an oily person. You know, I think I need to start thinking of myself as like a dry person, and then to just kind of like shift, I guess, the way that I'm looking at like how I'm treating my skin. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated. It's funny because like people are constantly asking for my skincare routine, and I'm like, I'm not going to give it to you until I figure it out, because I haven't figured it out. I have not figured it out. But it is annoying because I felt like there was a point in time where I reached a peak where my skin was like beautiful. It was beautiful. And then it just like switched, everything switched. And I feel like it must have been like just a change in hormones or a change in just like my skin type as a result of that. I don't know. Exhausting. When you first got into skincare, you used the black bottle of Paula's Choice twice a day. Oh my God. Right now that like makes me want to explode. Yeah, it's just so crazy like how things can change. It's really irritating. I actually bought the Madagascar Centella by Skin 1004. But I made like a purchase of like a bunch of these Korean skincare products, and then I was just like, wait, I need to just like put all of these on hold and just like simplify as much as possible. So literally what I said I'm doing, I'm just like, I'm gonna stick to like very, very basic products, and that's it. And then like try to get things where they need to be. And then maybe I can revisit things like milky toners and like all that type of stuff, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I should probably start putting makeup on my face. I actually need to get ready to start filming. I do want to like show you my rings because I'm going to take them off to do my makeup, but every single one of them I got on Etsy, and they're just like kind of dope. Like you've seen this one before. I think you guys have seen this one. This in like maybe 1 or 2 videos, but isn't that cool? Aren't they so cool? Dope. This one's my favorite. I've been wearing this like alone for a really long time. And then these guys also, just like the onyx bar or whatever. And then this actually, I can't remember what store I got it from. I actually didn't buy this one. I bought a different one. I think it was like a gold ring. And the person included this one for free. It's just like a little crown situation, but it's like one of these adjustable guys, you know, which I don't really love, but they gave it to me for free, so I was just like, oh, nice. So cool, right? So I'm gonna take these off because I just don't want them to get all nasty, but are you going to any sort of events? Not today. Nothing planned, I don't think. I'm gonna use the Hung Van Gogh foundation again, by the way. Number 2. This is, if you didn't see my other live stream, the Hung Van Gogh Beauty Red Carpet Skin Luminous Foundation in the shade number 2. I'll be honest, it's definitely not the best shade match for me. Of all of the colors that they sent that are close to my skin tone, this is the closest. Oh shit, I always put way too much out. This formula is like, I don't really know how else to describe it other than like inky. It has like an inky sort of like feel to it. And goddamn does a little bit go a long way. It really does. Kaki was hating on that earlier. Seen great reviews everywhere else. On the foundation? I like it. It's very, yeah, like, goddamn, does the coverage go a really long way. Like, I use a tiny, tiny amount, and it just, like, keeps going and going and going. But, like, in terms of the color, it's not exact. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely not my skin tone. I would need to mix a little bit. Like, if I was trying to get, like, exact, I would need to mix, like, a little bit of color corrector in. It's fine for the most part. Like, it's fine. Doesn't make that big of a difference. I feel like I'm pretty good at getting it to blend with the rest of me. But, like, for instance, if I'm like wearing shorts, you know what I mean, and like a short sleeve top or something, it might be a little bit obvious that the tone is wrong. Oh my God, Eliza, so happy that you're here. Hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Yes, this is definitely like meant to be a very full coverage foundation, and it has like a smoothing effect to it, which I feel like most of the time when I use a foundation that says it has a smoothing effect, I'm like, no, it doesn't. But this like really does. It really, really is smoothing. And I'm using the tiniest amount. I like poured a bunch out and then I put most of it back into the bottle. It's pretty impressive. No one can say Eliza properly? That's crazy. What? Thank you so much, Carol. What and when did you decide to keep your hair short and icy platinum blonde? Do you have pics of you with longer hair? Yeah, so I mostly have had short hair the vast majority of my life, and by short I mean like a bob type thing, like to here. When I was in 7th grade, I had longer hair, and when I was a sophomore in high school, I had hair to like here, probably. People are very obsessed with me having longer hair, and I don't really know why. I understand a curiosity to like see. I don't look good with longer hair. It does not flatter my face shape, and I don't have good hair. My hair is very, 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 very fine and flat. Takes a lot of product to give it any volume. I decided I had always wanted a pixie, basically like my whole life, but I was afraid to do it. And then after I graduated college, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, like cut it all off. And I remember my hairdresser at the time, who had been going to, like my whole family had been going to for years and years and years. Shout out to Heather. She's probably not here, but like she was the best. I remember she was very timid about cutting it off. And I was like, cut it off, like cut it off, cut it shorter. And it was longer than this. It was like more of like it was like a slightly longer pixie than this. And it wasn't platinum. When I went platinum, this is a fun story. That was another thing that I like had always wanted to do. I'd always wanted to do platinum hair. And this was in, what year was this? Probably like 2019-ish, something like that. And the girl who still does my hair color, Sarah, so I had been thinking about it. I'd been thinking about going platinum for a while. And I was like kind of looking up prices, looking up people, and it was very overwhelming to me. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know like what is like how much it should cost. I don't know like who to go to. There were just so many options. And so it was something I was thinking about, but I wasn't like looking for, or I wasn't like 100% basically. And then Sarah DM'd me on Instagram and was like, hey, I'm a colorist and I think you would look sick platinum. Like, would you like to come into our salon? And I basically like kind of like a trade-off, like I'll do your hair for free. And yeah, basically like they had just like moved, she and her boyfriend at the time had just moved to LA, and they were trying to like build their business. And I was like, This is my opportunity. Let's do it. So I met them. I filmed it. It's on YouTube if you ever want to go watch it. My brother filmed it with me. And it was like the best. It was the best ever. And like I still go to, they're not together anymore, but I go to her ex for my haircuts, and I go to her for my hair color ever since 2019. And I've been platinum ever since. So yeah, and obviously like I did the copper for a little while, but that didn't really, it wasn't me. It just wasn't me. It was fun, but it wasn't me. Long story. So if I do any Halloween videos, they're going to be short form. They're not going to be long form because it's just such a, unfortunately, nobody watches it on long form. Patrick Ta came out with these like really, really tiny little sticks, contour and highlighting sticks. And I want to try them, but I just don't know which one I want to use. Like, I just don't think that they're going to be right for like a contour. Like, I'm definitely not going to use them on my jawline. I don't think that they would be correct, but they sent me Structure, which I think is the lightest contour shade, and then Silhouette, which is like the slightly darker shade up, you know? I don't know. I like the size of them for like my nose. The copper was stunning, but you own the platinum. Thank you. I do feel like the platinum just like, it makes it easier for me. When I had the copper, it was fun. It did not look good as a pixie, and I didn't like having my hair longer. Like, I just did not like that. Like, it looked much better, I thought, when my hair was longer, and I hate having hair. Like, I've said this a million times, but if I had like a better hairline and like a better head shape, my head would be buzzed, like 100%. I hate having hair. Like, I hate it so much. I'm sure I would feel differently if I actually had nice hair, but I don't. So that's where we are. Okay, so I'm using Structure. I don't know why I'm starting with my nose. I usually do my jaw first, but I feel like that color is actually gonna be quite nice for my nose. Yeah, I've done pastel colors that were fun. Like, I dyed my hair like a minty teal color. We did like a sort of like a peachy color that was really pretty. I did like a really bright pink. I think that was the first one that we did. That was fun when it was like first done, but I didn't really like it. Like, it didn't fade nicely. What else did we do? Was that it? I think that might have been it. And I know Sarah has always wanted to do like a really pale lavender on me, which I'm not even opposed to, because like for the most part that's just gonna fade. The pastels are easy because like they're just basically like a toner over the platinum, so they just basically fade, which is nice. It's not a commitment like the copper was, like hair dye, you know, which was definitely a process to get rid of. I think that's kind of a nice color. I'm gonna use it around my lips too. We're going like kind of in reverse here. Is the foundation moisturizing? I would say it's kind of more satiny. How do I describe this? It's an interesting finish, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say it's moisturizing in the sense that it makes your skin look wet. You know what I mean? Like, because it has that sort of like blurring effect, but I wouldn't say that it's dry at all. Like, I feel like it would be a really great moisture foundation for like normal skin. If your skin is normal, then I think it would probably be great. And then anywhere in between those things, you're probably gonna wanna rely a little bit more on your skin prep. So like if you're very, very dry, you may wanna make sure that you're, you know, doing skin prep and hydrating and stuff. I think I'm always shocked just because of like how many YouTube tutorials there are out there now. To me, it feels like there's so much content that like everybody just knows how to do their makeup. That's how I feel. Which obviously isn't the case. There's plenty of people who just like aren't interested or just don't watch YouTube or whatever. But it always shocks me when I meet people and they like just put makeup on their like bare skin with no skin prep, or like put eyeshadow on their eyes with like no eyeshadow primer. I'm just always like shocked by that. To me, it feels like it's like common knowledge now. But I guess that's just the world that I live in. Hi. Do you have any cosmetic enhancing procedures, Botox, facials, filler? No, I had filler once back in 2020-ish, I think. I got it dissolved in 2022. It was underneath my eyes. And then I don't get facials, except I literally just had 2 facials in the last with a span of 4 days, I think. Just because of the event that happened, and I went to go see an esthetician who did a bunch of extractions, and update on that, I won't be going back. Not that what she did was bad or anything, but it just wasn't like, I don't know. It wasn't the experience that I wanted it to be, so I won't be doing that again. Yeah. But no, I haven't, I don't do any of those things. I don't have laser or like any of those, like Sculptra. I haven't done any of those things. I've never gotten Botox. What I really want from a facial is just like massage, which the spa that they did the event at was called Spencer's in, I don't know if it was like in Beverly Hills, West Hollywood. Maybe it was West Hollywood. Super random. It was like basically at this like house, and best facial I've ever had. Like the most relaxing. It was basically like a lymphatic massage or whatever. But like I did it with my facialist. Her name was Ashley. She was amazing. So if anyone here is in LA and you're just looking for that type of thing, I looked up the prices. They're definitely not cheap, but it was like the thing that I've been looking for. Like if you're looking for like for your birthday or like to gift somebody like a relaxing thing, they do massages there too. That's like exactly what I want. Like just like a relaxing, you know, because the esthetician that I went to on Saturday slapped me around, girl, slapped me around. Like, damn, slapped me around. It wasn't gentle. It wasn't gentle at all. Not at all. Okay, I'm gonna do my contour beard. That takes me 40 minutes. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play today. Paint pots? MAC paint pots? MAC paint pots are the best. Check it out, Tanya. I told them, I was like, when I was leaving, I was like, I will be back here, because that was the best facial I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I'm so used to just being, I mean, I guess just based on my skin type, I'm used to getting extractions, which can be unpleasant. But I've had like a fair amount of facials in my time. But that was oh my God, it was amazing. And then my skin was glowing at the end of it. It was so nice. And Ashley was lovely. So highly recommend. If you ever, by the way, if I ever recommend something like that and you go, please tell them that I sent you. Because like, it would be nice to get a little recognition for that. Constantly. Part of being an influencer is just constantly like giving people free advertising, essentially. That's why it always makes me laugh a little bit when people are, how do you guys feel about like sponsorships? Like, does it instantly, even if logically you know that like it's not necessarily a bad thing, do you instantly get a little like, oh, they're sponsored, so they must be lying type of thing? Because I feel like sometimes I still have a little bit of that where I'm like, oh, well, they're just being paid to say that, you know? But like I am one of them. You know what I mean? Yeah, my skin in general is just feeling a lot better since I cicaplasted the fuck out of it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Context definitely matters. Like you, it's such a long conversation, but I've just been thinking a lot about like new influencers, and obviously it's a generalization, but it's very, very different. New influencers are very, very different. The motivations for a lot of newer influencers, it's just different. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I also feel like it depends on the creator specifically. Okay, that's cute. Maybe I'll use the dude, there's so many AI influencers, it's fucking crazy. And I had some like recent follows that I fucking never look at, and I was like, I'm really bad at like responding to DMs. So like I'll go in eventually and like go through my DMs and stuff and like look at my follows to be like, oh, is anybody following me who like I want to follow back? Um Fucking so many AI influencers start following me. And I'm like, why? Like, why are you following me? Like, don't bring your shit here. Like, get out of here. It's so creepy. I hate it. I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta shade stick thing in silhouette, I think, for my face, or for my cheekbones at least. Oh. Hello? Oh, it goes this way. Stupid. Oh, there's a brush on the end. I'm never gonna use that. Can you take it out? If you can't take it out to wash it, then I'm never gonna use it. You know what I mean? I haven't used e.l.f. I haven't used e.l.f. in a really long time now. After people reminded me. Nikila Rose did a great video on AI influencers. Oh my god, I need to watch that. I've come across, it happens on, mostly on Threads. But like people, there was like one, I took a screen recording of it because I was like, I need to talk about this. I never did until right now. But it was this kid, and he made these like purses, and instantly as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is AI. And I watched it, and there's all these people commenting and being like, he's like telling his like depressing story about, I don't even remember what it was, but it was just like he had like all these hardships, and he's like experienced like horrible racism, and all he wants to do is bring his art to the forefront and blah blah blah. But it was like 100% AI. Like it was definitely not a real person. And there's all these comments of people being like, oh my god, like you have such an amazing story and blah blah blah. And I was just like, how are people, like, are these people bots? Like, is this real? You know, like, are people actually falling for this? Like, it's really crazy. It's really crazy. But I think the thing that like would bother me the most is people who, like, real people who know they're following an AI influencer. Like, if you fall for it, if they get you, I have a little bit of sympathy for you, you know, because there's just so much of it out there. And it is getting harder and harder to tell. But if you know that you're following an AI influencer, like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You know? So many bots. It's true. Okay, that color was a little actually too warm, I think. I'm gonna go in with the light one. I think the light one is definitely better for my skin tone. I liked it for my nose. It's definitely not a jawline contour, that's for sure. Not for me anyway. But for the cheeks, I think it's nice. You know, not bad. Yeah, exactly. Like it's so, like, that type of thing, it like so diminishes real people who like have actual stories, you know? And it, like, the way that I at first was like when I first saw it, I was like, oh shit, these bags are really cool. And then I'm watching it, I'm like, it's this young guy, and like he looked AI. Like he looked like they took like so many different faces to create him, you know? And I feel like that's something that like is still, you can still kind of spot if you're savvy. but it's really hard for a lot of people to be able to like pay attention to that. And then it just, I don't know, it just like ends up, I don't know. I don't know. I have so many like feelings about that shit. It's like very, very irritating. Okay, can I use this as like a bronzer on my forehead? This feels wrong doing this because this is such a tiny little stick. I feel like I should keep this to just contouring my nose or something. Thanks, SPZ Smiles. Oh yeah, the mouth, yeah, the way they move. I feel like, or like there will be some part of their face that just doesn't move, or some part of their face that like moves too much. You know what I mean? But honestly, with Botox these days, like we're gonna start thinking that real people are AI because they have too much Botox. Okay, I think I like this color. Describe the Sephora contour sticks. Wait, what do you mean by describe them? The Patrick Ta one I'm using? Or the Sephora, the like thicker Sephora ones? Texture and longevity. Oh, okay, so the Sephora contour sticks are very pigmented. Very pigmented and like kind of like a wet formula. This is like a slightly more, I would say, satiny sort of formula. Like it's, I mean, look at this. It's like when you look at it, it has like a sheen to it. It's very wet. And then the pigment is like crazy. Like it's just a lot. It's a lot of pigment. Look at that, you know? In terms of longevity, I think that they do last quite well. But like I'm, you know, setting my face and stuff. So like if I set it, I don't find that it like melts on me. But if you're like an extremely oily person, in general, like if you're oily everywhere or if like you're sweating a lot, it might be kind of uncomfortable for you. But I would say like this product in particular, this color, I only use it on like my lower jawline. And then I would say for the most part, I'm not sweating balls on my double chin, you know what I mean? So it's fine for me, but it can be like a heavier product in general. I actually think I'm gonna use that under my jaw right now. I usually do. Thanks, dude. I always wanted to have a sister. Now I can have like a fucking however 100 of them. Okay, let's do some concealer or something. Or brows first, maybe? Go-to brush brand. I mean, bruh. You and Nicola Rose together. Yeah, we need to. We do need to. Go bother her about it. We talked about it. We talked about it. And I'm down. I'm totally down. She and I talked about it. But she's a busy woman. But if you yell at her, maybe she and I can schedule something. Oh my God, 100% humidity. Dude, I don't even fucking know. I mean, one of the things that I would do, like it depends. Like if you're someone who just like absolutely loves creams, then you want to look for the formulas that are not going to be like the Sephora one that I just showed you, right? Because it's got so much moisture in it. So you're going to want to look for something that is more like this. It's a drier stick formula, you know? Or focus on powders. So like you can wear your, you know, liquid foundation. I think in that case, it's better to go for something that is going to be a slightly more full coverage foundation and use way less of it, you know? Because if you're using something that's like a tint, it's naturally going to have less coverage and it's going to be more moisturizing, which is probably going to end up being too much for your skin in that much humidity. So going for something that is like more matte and has more coverage, you can sort of like use way, way, way less. And then I would focus on powders, using powders for everything else, for blush, for bronzer, for contour. Like I would absolutely focus on that. It's just going to be a lot less moisture on your face overall. And not that like you obviously are going to need moisture, but you're going to need a lot less of it because you already have all that moisture in the air, you know? So yeah, that's what I would do. Ooh, I'm so excited about the Sochi bronzers. I hope that they're nice. I know because I actually I met the founders of Sochi at an event like a while back, and they were like specifically talking to, I was with Gabby, and they were talking to us about like how they wanted to launch specifically olive bronzers, and we were like, yes, please, like, please. So that's something that I've been like, is it coming? Like, is it happening? And finally, it seems like they are going to be launching, or they launched the bronzers. So I'm excited. Are they out yet? Does anybody know? Or are they like launching soon? I have no idea, but I do want to try them. Where did it just go? My CoverGirl contour. CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Contour Balm. It says balm, it's not super balmy, okay? That's a little misleading. In the shade Defined, is a legit taupe color. Look at that. Fuck yeah, dude. So good. And it's drugstore. And you can get it at Ulta. Oh, Ulta has them already? God damn, man. Why am I so behind? I do love Phytosurgeons. Their bronzer is really, really beautiful. And I love the formula. Speaking of like, if there's people out there who have like more oily skin, but they want to use like a cream formula, it's a very, very matte cream. And it blends beautifully. Oh yeah, brows. Oh, brows. Okay, so I wanted to try this brow pencil from Dominique Cosmetics. Did I grab it? That's right here. It looks interesting. So this one is in the shade Ash Blonde. Look at this. So it's like fat this way, and then it's skinny this way. I think it's kind of interesting. Oh, and then it comes, oh, what? And then it comes with a little spoolie on the end. That's so cute. Wait, what the fuck is the point of this thing? Maybe this is like a sharpener down here. There's like a little, can you see that right there? Looks like a little ladder almost. I wonder if that's like to sharpen it this way. I'm not sure. I just got this like last week. So I wanted to try it for, I mean, I don't really use pencils that much because I rely so heavily on my brow pens for precision, but I thought this was an interesting design. It's kind of hard to like innovate on brow pencils, you know? But this seems interesting. Like I fuck with this because then you can kind of like, the way that it's set up is that like you have this to protect so that you're not taking things down too far, right? And then you can really like draw nice thin lines. And then if you want to use it the way that I typically use it and sort of like fill in, you can just kind of like push up, you know? It seems interesting. And I like the color. I'm into it. Oh my God, Nicola. I wanted to say Nicola. Nicola, that's so exciting. I'm glad that it helped. Oh yeah, this is nice. I like that color. All right. I actually think this is quite nice for specifically the way that I use brow pencils, because the precision edge helps me to like really draw the shape, but then I can use the flatter side to just like throw down a quick like fill underneath the, why do I want to say lashes? Underneath the hairs. It's gonna take a little getting used to though. Look how I'm all over the place. Like these are so uneven right now. But I do like the color. I like the color. All right, I'm gonna have to come back to that. Let's use the little spoolie though. It's from Dominique Cosmetics, Kristen Dominique, her brand. Seems like a nice formula. Yeah, I think it's a good color. What the fuck am I looking for? I don't really have that much like new stuff to try out today. We're gonna be boring. And I just got so tired. I don't know why. I just got hit with a wave of like exhaustion all of a sudden, so just don't expect me to be like extremely entertaining. I'm just using my Kosas concealer to do a little cleanup of the shape since I made them beyond uneven. Would I ever consider doing makeup brands from around the world, like doing videos about them? Like as a series? Potentially. Wait, now I need to know, why did Kaki hate this foundation so much? I gotta watch her video. Because I like it. Oh, makeup styles from different countries. Yeah, maybe. Right now I'm focusing on celebrity recreations. Okay. Is that you and the Kosas swatches on Sephora? If they're still there, then yeah, that is me actually. I thought they got rid of those ones though. I thought they did like a new campaign. That's funny though if I'm still there. Because that just to be clear, that shade that I'm there for is not correct. Kaki said it was breaking apart around her mouth. Interesting. You know what? Not around my mouth, but I do see, I don't know if you're probably not gonna be able to see it. A little bit of a strange sort of settling in my pores over here. Okay, if I get like all up in here, can you see this? I don't know if you can see it. There's like a pooling. I don't know, maybe right there? Right in here. Where it seems like the foundation is trying to like fill that area in. I don't know. I definitely didn't notice that the first time I used it. And it looks pretty good around the creases of my nose, which is usually where my where I have a problem. So I don't know. We'll have to come back to it when everything is set and done. Because I really liked it the first time I wore it. I thought it looked really nice, and it wore beautifully. Like, it stayed looking really, really nice. Is this the longest I've ever taken to, like, yes, it's in 61 minutes and I haven't done shit, basically. Okay. Let's do concealers and stuff. Speaking of Kosas, just gonna go on with this. What is my GOAT brow product to draw fine line detailing? A brow pen. Duh. My favorites are NYX, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Probably those two, actually, for brow pens. They're really good. I would say that NYX has maybe my favorite colors, because they have like a nice range of colors that I feel like I can use. Like, taupe is nice. Ash brown is nice. Even the gray black is really nice. Like, they have like a really nice array of colors. The Anastasia pen, like, bristles are so fine. So fine. Like, they're exactly what you want. And not that the NYX one isn't fine, but it's not as fine as the Anastasia one. And I would say sometimes the NYX one, from like taking the cap on and off, can kind of like explode with pigment occasionally, which is depressing and upsetting. But it doesn't happen that often, and I feel like sometimes it happens with like certain like ones that I've had, like, I don't know, like something goes wrong with the component or whatever. So it doesn't happen all of the time, but it's more likely to happen, whereas the Anastasia one stays like nice and clean. Like the component seems nice. Okay, so I'm just doing a little more coverage in the center of my face. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you want something to explode, you can buy Charlotte Tilbury. What explodes of Charlotte Tilbury? The concealer? Does all her shit explode? I don't really use that much from Charlotte Tilbury, to be honest with you. I have some lipsticks that I like. Like, I have to say, even though, like, she's really marketed Pillow Talk to death, I do like it. I do like Pillow Talk. And I like the pencil as well. Charlotte Tilbury, oh, it all turns yellow. I mean orange. Sorry, that's annoying. I have such a tiny little itch on my eyelash. Hi, Algeria. Thanks for all the Zendaya attention. Yeah, it's taking everything in me not to like just continue doing Zendaya makeup tutorials. We'll revisit them, because I've done at least a couple in the past, and then I did those 2 recently, so. Okay, I really need to focus. Color corrector. I kind of want to use this thing. So one of these, so the Patrick Ta sticks, they're like highlights and contours. So I use the contour ones, but these are supposed to be highlighting sticks. Now this one is too dark for me to highlight with, obviously. It's in the shade highlight, but it kind of seems like a nice color correcting color. So I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna try that instead of my NARS, you know, to color correct underneath my eyes. And maybe it'll like go horribly wrong, but I'm willing to take that risk. You know, it seems nice. I don't understand that comment. Oh, the pink thing that goes on your cheeks. Huh? The pink thing that goes on your cheeks. And not that it's relevant. What does Zendaya tutorial has meaning even for those of us who are beyond mature? I don't understand that comment. I have to sneeze again. Alex, is that eyeshadow residue or eyelash serum? Where? What? Huh? Thank you. What? I don't see anything. I don't see what you're talking about. Yeah, that actually seems quite nice as a color corrector. I think they're talking about your glowy skin. I'm still not understanding. This is actually working very well. It did a lot. Oh, I actually really fucking like that. Goddamn. I wasn't expecting to like it that much. It's quite nice. Will you do a video on why you don't go all the way? I can just tell you. I can just tell you. So many people are curious about it, and it's very silly and funny. I mean the darkness on your upper lash line. Is it your eyelash serum growth shadow or residue eye pencil? It looks good. The darkness on your upper lash line. I think it's just the density of my lashes. Like my lashes are just more dense. The upper lash line is your eyelash serum growth shadow. Yeah, no, it's just oh whoops, I clicked on you. It's just nothing is different about my eyelids at all. It's just the fact that like my eyelashes themselves are thicker and more dense. And so it creates like more of like a almost an eyeliner type of effect. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm necessarily answering your question. Oh, the serum works. Oh, the serum works. I actually took 2 weeks off from using it because it got to the point where like my eyelashes were getting so long, they were looking crazy. Like they were looking crazy. And I was like, oh, nice. I don't have to use this like every single night. So I took 2 weeks off and now I'm back to like, I think I'm going to use it like maybe 3 times a week for maintenance and just see how that goes. Oh, it works. It's fucking incredible. Like the most incredible thing ever. Like, oh my God. I don't think there's a product that exists that I could possibly rave about more. The Swede Lash Serum. So this is their mascara. It's this brand, Swede. Okay. They have a lash serum. Girl, I gotta just reach out to them and be like, listen, I'm selling your shit right now because it's so amazing. Swede Lash Serum. If you look it up, it's available on Derm Store. You can obviously get it on their website. It might even be on Amazon. I'm not sure. No, and it doesn't have prostaglandins. I don't know why I never remember how to say that. It's like, I always think progesterone. Honestly, in the haze, I don't know. I use a crest white strip once a month for like 15-20 minutes for like maintenance because I drink a lot of coffee. No hormones. It's like peptide based, the lash serum. It's like skincare. It's like all skincare. It's amazing. I don't know. And I would say genetics, but my parents' teeth are not so white, so I don't really, I truly don't know. I truly don't know. I will say I take my dental hygiene very seriously though. Incredibly seriously. Yeah. fuck am I doing? I feel like the base looks nice. I don't know what blush to wear. I'm procrastinating. I just want to sit here and chat. I don't want to have to film today. That's how I feel. Which is why I was gonna film before my other filming, and I was like, fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna like hop on live and like chill. That's what I wanted to do. That's all I want to do. I guess I could put more concealer on. Let's use the other stick from Patrick Ta. Spotlight. This is the highlighting one. Since I liked that other one, let's try it. Let's just do it. What camera do you use for makeup recording? So I'm thinking about getting a new camera and lens, but right now I'm using the Canon EOS R, and then my lens is I don't remember, and I don't feel like getting up. It's a zoom lens. For blush these days, I fell in love with Velatura from Lisa. I don't feel like I've never used any of Lisa's blushes, which is like wrong. It's like wrong. What's the secret to such glowing skin? Just like a lot of skincare. Yeah, let's just use this in like the highlighting areas. Curious to see if I like this product. Oh yeah. Thank you, Tim. Yeah, Canon 24 to 105 lens, zoom lens. I'm assuming Lisa Eldridge is who they're talking about. There's only one Lisa on the planet, and it's Lisa Eldridge, you know what I mean? No offense to all the other Lisas. This is some Patrick Ta, like highlighting and contouring sticks. What is the name of this one? Spotlight? Yeah, Spotlight. I do like these kinds of products for like this type of thing, you know? She released these this summer, I think. What the fuck? I gotta get some Lisa Eldridge blushes. Oh yeah, you could totally use one of Lisa's lipsticks for blush. The matte ones. Or even the Rouge Experience ones would be good too, probably. Okay. How do I want to blend this? I might use a sponge just to see. I lost the cap. It'd probably be better with a brush though. I don't know if I have a favorite under eye concealer right now. Kind of like all over the place. I really like Rare Beauty. Yeah, I really like Rare Beauty. That's the one that I've been using the most. I feel like the ones that are just like, I love NARS. Like NARS Creamy Concealer is like so good. Yeah, I haven't been using like the super full coverage ones like L'Oreal Infallible, but like L'Oreal Infallible is incredible. It's like a drugstore shape tape. CoverGirl has a version as well that's really, really beautiful, like amazing coverage. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been like, I don't feel like I've used a concealer in a long time that's just like blown my mind, you know? Only an hour. If you gave me 4 hours, I would fill. I could take maybe 4 hours to do my base makeup. Like I could do it. If you challenged me to take 4 hours to do my base makeup, I could do it. because I would just look for things. You know, I would experiment. I would try different like random techniques. I think I like these little sticks. The Lisa skin tint looks dry on you? You must be very dry. Yeah, the NARS concealer is really great. It's a very like, I feel like it's a very forgiving formula for a lot of people. It has like really nice coverage. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a good one. It's a really, really good one. There's a reason that it's so popular. Isn't Kulfi Indian? That's a good question. I actually don't know. Are they? Love them. They I think they're coming out with like a new lip stain that I'm so excited to try. One of the colors looks so good. Have you tried Salt? I have tried Salt. I also like their products. They have some really beautiful blush shades. And they have like these color corrector like pressed color corrector creams that are really good as well. All right, let's see how this layers. So I'm not using like a regular under eye concealer right now. What do you guys think of that? I don't think it's bad. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I don't think it's bad. Thoughts? This whole area over here looks a little crusty right now, but I don't know why. You think it looks good? Melted into nothing, meaning you can't even see it, or it, or like in a good way? Yeah, I think it looks nice. I don't know if I prefer it, but I don't think it's bad. Okay, I'm gonna spot conceal now. Is there a favorite sponge? A sponge is always going to absorb some product. I feel like I use, this one is actually one from Refer. They came out with sponges, and I do like it. It's very, very smooth, very soft. How does it compare? I feel like it's slightly less porous than like a beauty blender. This one's not wet though. But I would say your beauty blender is more porous, and it's soft, but it's not quite as soft. This is much more velvety feeling, the one from Refer. But I kind of like use them interchangeably. I don't necessarily have a preference for sponge. I don't like a sponge that's too dense. That's my biggest thing, because they're just really hard to clean. But I would say if you're sensitive, if your skin's really sensitive and you're looking for a really, really soft sponge, the ones from Refer are really, really nice. And they have multiple sizes. They have like a giant one too. But yeah, I feel like I mostly use Beauty Blender. I use this. Like I'll use basically whatever I have. I'm definitely more picky about my brushes than my sponges, that's for sure. Oh no, I should put on some blush. I don't think I have like a new blush to try, so I'm just gonna probably use Bespoke because it's been my fave recently, if I can find it. Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, so this is a beauty blender that I just cut with a pair of like lash scissors so that I can just like fit it in here because it's really tight in this little area. It can be hard for me to get to. So yeah, I just had a beauty blender and I was like, I'm just gonna chop it. So like I've had some questions about this sponge and they're like, what sponge are you using? And I'm just like, I literally just chopped up a beauty blender. So yeah, but it's been working really well for me. I like it. You just rescued a stray kitten? I'm so jealous. Ziva's good. The cats have been good. All of their health problems have been pretty like steady, I think. Like they're okay. Ziva was going through like a bunch of like dietary stuff that was just so annoying for a very long time. And occasionally she still like coughs and stuff. But for the most part, I think she's pretty good. She's doing well. You ordered my brush for your birthday? Congratulations. I hope you love it. I know I haven't shown Ziva in a really long time. Maybe at the end of this I'll go pick her up. But she hates it. Like she hates being picked up randomly. Like she's very picky. She's happiest when she's like in bed and sleepy. Thanks, guys. I'm glad that people actually enjoy this brush and are not sick of me using it for everything all the time for the past like 35 years. Because it really has been like the only face brush that I've used. And surprisingly, no one has yelled at me to use something else, which is nice. Okay, I'm gonna stick with that, and now I'm gonna do some spot concealing. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, a hydrating concealer that doesn't emphasize your lines. If you don't need something that's like insanely full coverage, the one from Maxine's Revenge is really nice. It's very forgiving for more mature skin. So if you've been struggling with things like settling in lines, it's a really, really nice one, but it's not super full coverage. Like it just isn't. Yeah, NYX Serum Concealer I really liked back in the day. I haven't used that in a minute. There's a lot, honestly. Really? Ooh. Different waterfalls in 3 days. That's so cool. Tips for wedding makeup. Don't do too much. Look like yourself. Are you doing it yourself? I'm assuming you're doing it yourself if you're asking this question. Like you already know what you like. I would definitely like get the Skindinavia setting spray. Maybe get the one size fixing mist or whatever. Duraline is a really great product to mix in for like eyeliner or something. To make things last. A lip stain is going to be really, really great. All those types of things that will like last long. Waterproof mascara, obviously, you know, I love my Kill Lash mascara, super waterproof. Yeah, it's all about your technique. So I would just say practice it. Practice it, practice it, practice it. If you're getting married soon, oh wow, I just wiped that off for no reason. I needed that. Practice it and then see how it wears and then make those tiny adjustments if you're doing it yourself. Dude, I don't have a good recommendation for a tubing mascara. I've been looking for one. I think people have recommended me some in like some of my other live streams recently, but I don't have one that I'm like, oh, this is the best tubing mascara. How do I pick a color? They have told me I'm 2 different shades. Who's they? I'm light, medium, neutral, olive, or beigey rose. I'm light, medium, neutral, olive, or beigey rose. It could be beige rosy. It could be that you're more cool toned if they're thinking that you're more rosy. But what I would do if I were you is, like, if you're going into a Sephora or something, swatch the colors that are close, wait for them to set and dry, go outside, check them on like the inside of your arm or on your neck or whatever, wherever you get like the best match of like your skin as an aggregate. And then that'll be the easiest way to see like what shade works best for you. And knowing that gives you a little bit more information if you are very confused about like what your undertone might be. Tubing mascara from Cali Ray and Tube Job from Urban Decay. Ooh, I haven't tried that one from Urban Decay. Oh, Maxine's Revenge Concealer. Oh God, I fucking don't know. Shopping online is so difficult. They're 2 different shades. I'm blaming. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to see you. I'd have to see you. Hi, Debo. I've had this big breakout on the top of my nose for like a week that has been, it's been very painful and irritating and difficult to conceal. Do I have of? One cream or liquid blush formula. Oh my God, I don't know. Formula or color, that's the thing. Do I? Yeah, seriously. Why'd you retract that? Advice on figuring out cheekbone contour placement for someone who has basically no cheekbone definition. It depends. It's going to depend on other aspects of your face. I have a video about that. I don't remember what it's called, but that would be really helpful for you. Formula. Cream or liquid? Honestly, the first thing that comes to my mind are the new Armani blushes. I really like the formula. I really like it because it's not too wet. And I feel like there's a lot, like even Bespoke, it's more of a balm. And where I like to place it, I tend to get a little bit oily. So yeah, if this would, like, I like a blush typically that has like a little bit more of like a satin or a matte finish to it, you know? So I feel like I like that one from Armani. I also really like the Buxom ones. They are a little like slightly more wet, but they're like a little more pigmented. So like a little bit goes a long way, and I just really like the colors. How do you deal with being creative and OCD? That's just too long of an answer for me to give right now, but I have been thinking about making some more like videos around those topics. So let me take a screenshot so that I can remember. Dude, I'm gonna have to like share these screenshots that I take of myself when we do these live streams because they are so hideous. I'm a Scorpio. What type of eyeliner do you recommend for round eyes? Like the shape? Yeah, Foxy, honestly, the Fox liner is not gonna look good on a round eye. It just isn't, because you're basically like doing the opposite of what your eyes do naturally. A round eye is already very defined by its shape. So like really what you wanna do is just enhance your lash line a little bit. Like that's all, like think about eyeliner as just thickening up your lash line a little bit, you know? And if you have a little bit of room, you can do a teeny little wing if you wanna like play around a little bit. But those like long, thin, like lifted eyeliners are gonna look really weird on a round eye. Did I say this already? I'm a Scorpio. Kind of round, kind of heart-shaped. So the reason that I said that you should watch my video about it is just because like that type of thing, when you don't have specific definition in certain areas, it depends much more so on like the width of your face in other areas. So like you're gonna be sort of basing that information on the width of this area versus like your jawline versus your forehead. Does that make sense? So you're also gonna have to just play around with it a little bit. Like do the extremes. That's an easy way. Like one day, like pre-shower makeup, do the extremes. Like put the blush like not so dark, but like pigmented, like in the center of your cheeks. See how you like that. And then another day, put it like higher up on your cheekbone or something, and just like really play with that. Because it could be depending on like the width of your face, that if you take it in too far in, then it's gonna make the rest of your face look like way too wide. You know what I mean? So it's gonna depend on like preference. And the other aspects of your face, it's not just about like face shape. I feel like I don't have the energy to spot conceal all these tiny little pigment spots. I'm like so, like I just have my fingers crossed that using the Major Fade moisturizer and serum really helps with this stuff, because that is something that I've just been like neglecting completely. It's just these like little hyperpigmentation areas that drive me crazy. Okay, the Patrick Ta stick, we got some settling in lines right now. It's not horrible, but it's not completely ideal. But I'm also just like, I'm trying to keep in mind the fact that I am adjusting my skin care routine. And I basically like overwhelmed my face with hydration to get my skin barrier back on track. You know what I mean? So we're not starting from like a particular baseline. I feel like I can't find words today. All right, what the fuck am I doing? I guess I'll set with a little bit of powder and then finish my brows. Oh my God, I'm so tired right now. have no idea where my lip balms are. Oh, you know what's, I went to an event recently for this brand. Vitamasks. Is this one the one that I want? I don't think so. Where's the clear one? I might have put it somewhere else. I went to an event recently. I was not familiar with this brand. Vitamasks. They just recently launched this thing called Lip Maxi Glaze. It's just basically like a lip gloss. But you know, it's one of these deals with like the metal. I don't want the pink one. I want the clear one. I don't know where it is. Oh, vanilla gelato. Here it is. The scents are delicious. They were so nice. I had such a nice time chatting with them. They've been around for like a while. They have like skincare products and stuff, and they're like in Walmart and Target, which is nice. They're a Korean brand. It feels so good. It feels so nice. What is this called? Vanilla gelato. Yeah, that makes sense. It is very vanilla-y, very sweet. Oh my God. But it's like so hydrating and so nice feeling. And then they were saying that like in the ingredient list, it's not super far up on the ingredient list, but it has lactic acid. So it just like, not enough for it to be like an exfoliant, you know what I mean? But like with regular use, it like softens and hydrates. And I've been absolutely loving these. They're so nice. So what did I say this was? Vitamasks Lip Maxi Glaze I was gonna say in the shade, in Vanilla Gelato. This is the clear one. But it's like thick enough that it stays on the lips, but it's not sticky. There's like enough of like a stick that it stays on the skin. But it doesn't like create those like lines of product when you like put your lips together. Anyway, obsessed. I'm so obsessed with them. And they were so lovely. They were so nice. I love hearing about, and they've been around for so long. I was like, I've literally never heard of this brand. It's crazy how many like brands are out there. But they're very popular, I believe. They said for like, they have a milky toner as well. So like all those milky toners and such, which like I said, since I'm trying to adjust my skincare routine, I'm holding off on all of those. But the lip mask is like so nice. Or the lip, what's it called? Lip glaze? I can't remember anything. Oh my God. Auric. It's so sad. Like I have this everywhere. It's in my bathroom. Like I always have bare plush rituals everywhere. I know, I'm so sad. And it's so upsetting because there's so many brands out there that are just like mediocre as fuck, you know? And what Sam was doing with Auric, like she put so much like care into it and thought into it, and like everything was so beautiful. And it's just it's so depressing that like I feel like the people who aren't just like salespeople, who like really have a vision, if like they're trying to do things right and like create a luxury experience, it's really hard. It's like so hard for them to be able to like maintain business. Whereas there's all these like, there's so many brands out there that are just like, oh, we'll get into beauty and just like make quick money or whatever, you know, and just make boring shit that's like the same old thing, that's cheap, and then they become successful. Like, I don't know. I'm so sad about it. It's so depressing. It's depressing. And her video was so sad. It was so sad. You guys should go watch it if you haven't. Yeah, and I mean, she talked about like the tariffs were like a big reason that she wasn't able to continue, which just makes me feel so fucking depressed. There were a lot of brands that I spoke to when the tariffs were just like, there was that period where the tariffs were changing every 5 seconds. And like so many people said, like so many brands, they were just like, we stopped putting in orders because like it was changing every 5 seconds. Like we couldn't, like what could we do, you know? It's just so crazy. Yeah. But I mean, in the meantime, I don't know when their like sale is starting, but pick up your favorite Auric products, as many as you possibly can. You know, my favorite was probably Plush Ritual. Like, it was so, the color is so beautiful, the packaging is so gorgeous, the formula is amazing. Like, it's so hydrating on the lips. Like, oh, it's gorgeous. And what I also liked about it was that like it was a nude that I could wear with or without makeup. It looked beautiful on my lips with or without makeup, which is very hard to find, especially when you're a pale person. And every time, like, just taking this out of, oh, this is ripe. Taking this out of my purse and opening it and taking this little guy, and every single time I was like out, someone was coming up to me and being like, excuse me, what is that? And where can I get it? Because it's such a like chic little thing, you know? I just love it. But also, the Glow Lust. Glow Lust is gorgeous. Morganite, stunning, like absolutely beautiful. I have the little travel one in my little travel makeup bag that I keep in my suitcase. That's really beautiful as well. The face palette is gorgeous, like absolutely stunning. The formulas are beautiful, so customizable. And then also the packaging is just like gorgeous, absolutely so beautiful. Oh, the sale's on now. Yeah, she said she could do some restocks. I don't know what products she could restock. But hopefully she restocks Plush Ritual Bear, because that was just like, everybody needs to be able to like stock up as much as possible, you know? I'm actually filming the Audrey Hepburn look today. I'm gonna film just the eye. I know, it's so sad. Affordable under eye concealers. Yeah, dude, L'Oreal Infallible. L'Oreal Infallible, and then the CoverGirl one. I never remember what it's called, but it looks similar. It's like similar packaging. Those are really, really good. Really good concealers, and then they have amazing coverage. All right, let me do some setting, or I'm never gonna get out of here. It's already almost 2 o'clock. Here, the face palette didn't work on olives. I thought the face palette looked beautiful on my skin. It may have been not amazing for cool toned or desaturated olives, but I thought it was nice. The sponge I'm using is a beauty blender that I cut. Thank you. I've also been loving these celebrity recreations. Although the Audrey one, I'm not doing like a full face. It's not, obviously, because I'm doing my base right now. I'm just doing the eyes, but maybe I'll do a full face at some point. But I just feel like when you look at Audrey, it's the eyes, right? Yeah, I'll show you. Hold on. Let me just set this this eye. Okay, so here's a beauty blender for reference. This one's not wet, but you can see obviously it's very uneven. So I cut it. Just like cut it this like scooping so that I could create like a little point here that I could easily like make smaller if needed, but I think it's kind of the perfect size like that. I don't really have to because it kind of scoops naturally. Okay, so if you want to do the same thing. Good? Do you still alternate red light therapy and Tret? So I do red light therapy. Like I think you can do them on like the same night. It doesn't really matter. So what I do now is basically every time I wash my hair, I do red light therapy. Because when I was doing red light therapy, I was doing it in the morning for a while, but in the mornings I don't like wash my face. I just rinse with water. And as a result of that, when I was doing red light therapy like every single day, I started to like, I think I was getting these weird breakouts that because as a result of like the heating up areas that like were not freshly cleansed. And you're supposed to use it on clean skin. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this in the evenings instead after I'm like freshly cleansed. And I have one of those red light helmet things. So that's why I do it on the nights when I wash my hair. And I typically wash my hair like 3 times a week. So I use it like 3 times a week now. That was a very long explanation. I don't know if you needed all of that information, but I wanted to make sure that I was giving you all of it anyway. I just used like a little lash scissors, like the little lash scissors or like nail scissors. It's basically the same thing to cut the sponge. So that I had that precision, you know, because like big scissors you might not be able to do it perfectly. Thanks, Vocaloid Luffer. Bye. Okay. I'm actually getting ready to film a different video right now. Thanks, guys. My boyfriend's mom got me these earrings as a gift. They are by a Polish artist who makes jewelry. And I don't know her name, but if you look that up, you might be able to find them. I'm going in with my Etude contour palette just to like reinforce around my face. Because I didn't really use any setting powder in the outer perimeter. You know, the one thing that I was gonna do for this Audrey Hepburn look is I was gonna try to emulate her eyebrows, and I totally zoned out and did not do that at all. So, oh well. Maybe if I do a full makeup look, I'll do that. It is my rougher brush. Yeah, I don't know if you guys, I don't know how much I talk about this, but you can use it for powders and creams. Just wipe it off in between. That's the point. It's meant for all the things. So right now I'm using it. I used it earlier for cream. I just wiped it off, and now I'm using it for powder. Okay, I'm gonna finish off my brows. Actually, you know what? First, I think I'm gonna go in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Liquid Blurring Spray. It's loud. And then I'm gonna let this dry down a bit. And then the way she says to use this, oh my God, thank you so much. My hair color? How do you keep your hair from getting oily from skincare? Mine greases up so easily because I'm constantly basting myself. I don't know if I do. I wash my hair basically like every other day. But one thing that I started doing recently is I started not taking my skincare all the way to like my hairline. I keep it further away because I do think that I think I was taking it too far towards my hairline, and then I would end up getting breakouts like around my hairline, and I think that might have been a contributing factor. And also obviously like that probably just made my hairline look more greasy, you know? Okay, so the Danessa Myricks mist, basically you want to like mist your face and then use like a flat, I was gonna say sponge, but like a little puff to press it into the skin. And that just helps mattify things and really like blur, you know? And it does work very nicely. I do like this. Like right now, you can't see that area where the foundation looked like it was kind of like settling into pores. Okay, let's finish off brows and then I gotta get going. I gotta start fucking doing some shit. It's really hot in here. Hey Tim. Yeah. Could you turn the air on? Hold on. What'd you say? Could you turn the air on? Air on? Yeah, it's hot. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, brows, right? Yeah. Tim? Tim? I turned it on. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. It's not going. Is some type of bronzer contour always? No, of course not. Can turn on my AC. Is going in with a clean puff generally a good idea with setting sprays? After a setting spray? Well, it depends on what you're doing. Ow. Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to achieve. I just wanted to use like a clean puff because I didn't want to use any like old crusty things that haven't been washed on my face. Like I didn't use that puff earlier. If I had used that puff earlier and I just had like a little bit of something on it, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, you know, unless maybe I used it and there was like a bunch of cream on it, then I obviously wouldn't want that mixing because like say I used it in an area where it has like a bunch of contour or bronzer on it, then like I definitely don't want to be using it in the center of my face where I want it to be highlighted, right? So yeah, it just kind of depends. Depends on what you're using it for. Maybe I can make my eyebrows look more straight. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to really like create an Audrey Hepburn eyebrow effect now. I probably should have planned it ahead of time. Aw, thanks in the haze. I'm glad you're feeling better. I've been there, so I know I feel you. I feel you. Happy to distract and keep you company. The new Half Magic eyeliners seem to really stay in the waterline for those of you who struggle with that stuff. Like they really do stay in the waterline. I don't really like them for like elsewhere, but in the waterline, they stay put. Oh, you said if the setting spray is the last step, does the puff make it more effective? Not necessarily, no. The reason that Danessa Myricks specifically says to use it that way is because of like the ingredients in here. Like it's specifically meant to blur and set and mattify, I mean. If you go in and just spray your face, it's not necessarily doing everything. You kind of have to push it into your pores. And that's how you get the blur effect. You know what I mean? So it's really necessary with this one. It's not necessary with every setting spray. Okay. Brows. I think I'm going to use Anastasia. I have dark brown, soft brown, and taupe. Do we want a strong brow today? Maybe I'll use dark brown. I don't know why I keep sneezing. The inside of my nose is so tickly right now. You've never seen somebody do it before? Yeah, I guess I meant the setting spray. Oh, wait, where are we? I've just never seen someone do it before. It seems like, yeah, I don't know. I haven't used it. I have never done that with a different kind of setting spray. I don't know if it would be necessary, but like it could be helpful. I don't know. You should try it with a different setting mist. I know that Danessa specifically says to do it this way because if you just spray your face, you're not getting like the full effect of what it's for, you know, because it definitely like once you push it in, definitely does a lot of like blurring and mattifying and smoothing, you know. Go hard on the brows. Oh my god, good luck on your exams, dude. Yeah, I really, really do like this brow pen. It's so nice. It's so fine. This is the shade dark brown. It really does the job. Although I don't know why I'm putting it so far in the inner corner. Didn't exactly need that, but it also has a spoolie, which is nice. Oh my god, awesome, Deborah. And you liked the look? I'm glad it was helpful. Okay. Thoughts? Why do I want to like keep, I just feel like I want to make these bigger and longer, and I don't really know why. Sometimes I have days where I just want to take the tail of my brow like all the way to my ear. The brain surgeon of makeup technique. I don't know about that. Oh, but I'll take it. Ooh. You guys want to see me put on a lip product? I mean, I put on, okay, I'll put on something just for you. Well, first I want to curl my lashes a little bit before, so they have time to marinate in the curl. Okay, and then you know what I'm gonna do just for you, because people want, or one, at least one of you said you want a lip product. Fucking Slip from Katie Jane Hughes. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. It has replaced Topist for me. It is so close to Topist, and I wouldn't be shocked if she used Topist as like a, what do they call it? Not bookmark. What do they call it? They have a word for it. Benchmark. Bookmark. Benchmark. I would not be surprised. You know, just a little something. Just looks exactly like my lips. It just looks like my lips got a little bigger. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. In fact, she sent these to me recently. I think I'm gonna purchase like 84 slips. I'm just gonna purchase 84 slips, even though I still have 3 Topists left that are definitely expired. 100% expired. Somebody said glow on the nose. You want a little highlight? Maybe I'll just go in with a little bit of Lisa. It's all I've been using. The balm, the Lisa balm. It's like the only highlighter I've been using. I do feel like my blush disappeared. You know what I really want right now? Some powder blushes that I like. I feel like I haven't been obsessed with a powder blush in a minute. Are there any that you really like right now that are like soft? I want like a satin matte finish, soft formula, something that's like pale friendly, you know? Because I feel like I just don't have that right now. All of the blushes that I have are creams for the most part. This isn't the tone that I want right now, but I might go in with a little bit of Hung Van Gogh just to amp things up a little. Use my 38 again. Tarte Amazon. Oh my God, I haven't used a single Tarte product in such a long time. Like forever. Tarte Amazon. Do you guys remember how hard Tarte Amazonian clay anything used to go? Like, fuck. K-Beauty, yeah, K-Beauty blushes are probably the closest because they're quite pale typically. New Charlotte Tilbury powder blushes. Have not seen them, but they're good for pale. The Armani blush that I used for the Zendaya look. It's the Dolce or Dulce blush in mauve, I think. It's this one. It's this one. It's somewhere. Where the fuck did I put it? It's the Armani Dulce. I don't remember how you actually pronounce it. Makeup blush in, I believe, the shade. Oh fuck, they're numbered. I don't know. Where is it? It's the mauvey one. The lip liner was from KJH.brand, Katie Jane Hughes brand. Oh, that was way too much on my nose. You know, I've been trying to place my blush like here where people say you're supposed to place it, and I just don't like it as much. I like it's higher up on my cheekbone. I'm gonna stop letting people tell me what to do. Yeah, I just think it's so much more flattering on me. I don't know why. I don't know why I listen to people. Yeah, it's just so much better for my face to have it up higher. It really is. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with Lisa. I'm just gonna use that same brush that I applied my blush with. And somebody wanted to see this on my nose, I think. I could be making that up completely. But I'm gonna use my little Refer 13 mini. I don't think they have the minis anymore. I think that was like a limited edition thing. Cute. I think that's nice. The C is Dolce. Sounds like cha. Is it really? CI is Dolce? So why is dolce pronounced dolce and then the other spelling is also dolce? Can someone help me with that? I don't get it. Milky pink lavender makeup. Okay. Dolce is Spanish. Oh, you guys, I'm trying to learn French. I can't handle all the languages. So dolce with the I is Italian, and dolce with the E is Spanish. All right, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I did not know. Probably should have though. All right, guys. Thoughts? Oh, wait, what? Bruh. All right, so dolce with the E is Italian. So what's dolce with the I? Dolce is Italian. It means sweet. You guys, what the fuck? What inspired you to start learning French? Because I took French in school and sucked at it really bad. But I had like a little bit of a foundation. Like there was certain words that I remembered, and I think it's a nice language. I've always wanted to be able to speak it. My boyfriend speaks it, so I've been doing Duolingo, and he helps me with my pronunciation and stuff. But he was like, you should learn Spanish because I can actually roll my R's. So I probably should have done that. But I said in like 20 years, when I finally have learned French, then I'll start learning Spanish. Dolce means sweet. And they're both pronounced dolce? You guys. Dolce is multiple. Okay, hold on. So dolce with an E means sweet. Dolce with an I means sweets. So they're both Italian? And it's just plural versus singular? That I can understand. That makes more sense to me. Dolce is plural in Italian. Okay, we got there. All right, that makes sense to me. They're both pronounced dolce. Thank you. Don't start putting, nope, get that out of here. Don't start putting Spanish in here. You guys, I can't handle all of the languages. I can only handle, honestly, one. Maybe it's pronounced dolce versus dolce. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. It's too much. I'm about to leave. I actually am though. I really need to start filming. I'm gonna have some soup and then I'm gonna film the little Audrey Hepburn thing. So that'll be cute. So you can look forward to that. They're not that different. Whatever. All right, I gotta go. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. And whatever, you know? That's all. I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna film how to get, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. How to get, I don't know what I'm gonna call it. But okay, it's basically gonna be like how to get the effect of Audrey Hepburn's eyes for your eye shape. So it's not just gonna be, here's Audrey Hepburn's eye makeup. It's how to make your eyes look like Audrey Hepburn's eyes. Does that make sense? Because like she really didn't wear that much makeup, you know? It wasn't like so different than like other people's makeup at the time. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then I might film something else, but honestly, I'm really fucking tired, so maybe I won't. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna go have my soup and take a quick nap. No, I'm just kidding, but I really want to take a nap. I have been doing lives very randomly, basically when I feel like it. And if you ever come into, oh no, oh my God, we got a whole fucking, okay. So the E in dolce is pronounced in a similar way to the E in the word cell. So dolce, cell, dolce, dolce, dolce. And the I in dolce is more like an E sound, so dolce. Dolce and Dolce. I'm gonna stop you right there. And I love you for that explanation. It was great. I'm not gonna remember that. And when I'm doing my French lesson tonight, I'm gonna be really confused. So I feel like we did enough with the Dolce. I'm not gonna call it all Dolce. It's all gonna be Dolce. That's it. It's all gonna be Dolce. All right? And in the meantime, just respect the fact that my mind is in a French place. All right, guys. So blah blah blah, whatever. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you soon. Okay? It's not gonna be okay. It's not gonna be all right. It is. I'm having a very French time in my life right now. Everything's Gucci. All right, bye, guys. Thank you. Watch this. You can watch this back if you came in late. All right, bye.